in the heart of West Africa, a quiet revolution is rolling across the red soil of Burkina Faso. It's not a war of guns or politics. It's a war for progress, for dignity, for the rebirth of a nation long underestimated by the world. And leading this revolution is a man whose name has become a symbol of hope, courage, and unstoppable determination, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Before we dive deeper into this groundbreaking story of innovation and resilience, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Join our community of thinkers, dreamers, and believers in Africa's rise, because every story like this proves that a new dawn is not coming, it's already here. Let's get started. Burkina Faso once stood as one of the world's poorest nations, with roads that broke before they were finished, villages disconnected from each other, and communities stranded every rainy season. For decades, foreign aid and international contractors promised miracles, but left behind only half-finished projects and crumbling asphalt. The people grew tired of waiting. The land cried out for change. And then Traoré rose, a soldier who dared to dream not of power, but of progress. He looked at his country and saw something others could not. He saw that Burkina Faso didn't need handouts. It needed innovation. It needed belief. It needed to use what it already had. And so, from the dust of forgotten roads and the waste of discarded tires, a revolutionary idea was born, an idea so bold, so unexpected, that it shocked the entire world. What if the very trash-clogging Burkina Faso's landfills could become the foundation for its future? What if waste could pave the path to prosperity? Traoré turned this question into action. His government launched an unprecedented project, using old, worn-out tires to build durable, flexible, and eco-friendly roads that could withstand the country's toughest conditions. The same tires once seen as worthless now form the backbone of a new era of construction. This method is both simple and extraordinary. Discarded tires are collected from across the nation. Rubber once destined to rot or burn is now reborn as infrastructure. They are cut, layered, and embedded into the earth. Over them, engineers pour a specialized cement mixture designed to bind with the rubber, creating a surface that flexes under pressure instead of cracking. Unlike traditional roads that crumble under heat or flood, these new roads breathe, adapt, and endure. The result? Roads that are nearly 40% cheaper to build than those made with imported asphalt, and far more sustainable. Roads that resist erosion during the rainy season and stay firm under the burning Sahel sun. Roads built not with foreign aid, but with Burkinabe hands and Burkinabe pride. For decades, Africa has been told that progress must come from outside, that innovation is imported, that development is donated. But Traoré's tire roads are proof that Africa can lead its own technological renaissance. These are not roads of dependency. These are roads of defiance. In villages that once felt forgotten, bulldozers now hum and sparks fly as workers, young men and women, engineers and soldiers, build together. You can hear laughter between the hammer strikes. You can see hope rising with the dust. Every tire placed, every layer poured is more than construction. It is a declaration. Burkina Faso will rise by its own strength. One of the most beautiful parts of this movement is its inclusivity. Traoré's government has mobilized local youth brigades, environmental volunteers, and soldiers to collect tires from urban centers and rural dumps. Across the nation, people are not just spectators. They are participants in building their homeland. Children cheer as trucks loaded with tires pass by. Mothers wave flags. The people know what's being built is not just a road, it's a future, and this future is green. The tire roads are part of a broader vision, an eco-revolution designed to protect the environment while uplifting the people. Instead of polluting the land with burning rubber, Burkina Faso is transforming waste into wealth. This initiative reduces carbon emissions, clears cities of dangerous waste piles, and saves millions that would have gone to foreign corporations. But Traoré's ambition doesn't stop there. His vision extends beyond roads. He dreams of creating solar-powered cities connected by these eco-friendly highways and vast artificial canals that bring water to farmers in the dry regions. A self-sustaining network where infrastructure, energy, and agriculture work together in harmony. The road revolution is only the beginning of something far greater. Every kilometer built under this new system is a message to the world. The time of Africa's humiliation is over. No longer will Burkina Faso beg for help. No longer will it wait for others to define its destiny. Under Traoré's leadership, it is proving that innovation doesn't depend on wealth. It depends on will. Engineers across the continent are studying Burkina Faso's model, amazed at how something so simple could be so powerful. Rubber mixed with cement. Waste turned into strength. A solution born not in a Western lab, but in the soil of Africa itself. Other nations are taking notice. Mali, Niger, Guinea. They send delegations to learn, to see, to believe. Because if it can work here, it can work anywhere. Africa is finally learning to trust itself again. There's a saying now among the workers, these are not just roads, they are veins of the nation. And they are right. Every tire-paved highway pumps life into the economy. It connects farmers to markets, children to schools, patients to hospitals. It connects hope to reality. In the dusty town of Koudougou, an old farmer named Amadou stands by the side of one such road. He remembers when this path was nothing more than mud and rock. During the rains, he says, we could not travel. We lost our harvests. We were trapped. But now, as trucks glide smoothly across the new tire road, his eyes fill with pride. Now, he says, the road works for us, not for them. That's the heart of Traoré's revolution. It works for the people. For too long, Africa's development projects worked for foreign investors, not the citizens. The profits left, the roads decayed, and the cycle continued. But today, Burkina Faso is breaking that cycle. It is building a system where every cent invested stays within its borders, circulating through local communities and fueling national growth. For young engineers like Aissatou, this project is more than a job, it's a calling. We used to dream of working abroad, she says, wiping sweat from her brow. Now we dream of building here, at home. She looks at the smooth stretch of road gleaming in the afternoon sun and smiles. We're showing the world that Africa doesn't need saving. We just need opportunity. And that's the true essence of Traoré's leadership. He doesn't speak of aid, he speaks of action. He doesn't promise with words, he proves with results. When others debate policies, he's out inspecting roads, shaking hands with workers, and motivating soldiers turned builders. His presence commands respect, but his humility commands love. Traoré has turned the military into a construction force, disciplined, efficient, and patriotic. Soldiers who once guarded borders now guard progress. They build schools, dig canals, and pave highways. This is a new kind of army, an army of nation builders. International observers are stunned. How could a country under sanctions, facing security challenges and with limited resources, achieve this? The answer is simple: unity. Traoré has awakened a sense of national purpose that transcends fear. He's proven that when a nation believes in itself, no obstacle is too great. Foreign analysts call it the miracle of Ouagadougou. Environmentalists call it a model for green development. But for the Burkinabe, it's something more personal. It's the proof that they can stand tall. In every corner of the country, from Bobo Dioulasso to Dori, people gather to celebrate each new completed road. Drums echo, flags wave, elders dance beside children. The air vibrates with pride. Because they know these roads are not just built of rubber and cement. They are built of dreams, sweat, and resilience. Economically, the transformation is already visible. Transport costs have dropped. Trade between regions is accelerating. Markets once distant are now bustling. And tourism, long hindered by poor infrastructure, is beginning to return. Local businesses are flourishing along the new roads. Repair shops, food stalls, fuel stations, all thriving from the newfound connectivity. Even the environment is breathing easier. With fewer tires burned or dumped, pollution levels are decreasing. Rivers run clearer, air quality improves. And the people, those who once felt invisible, feel empowered again. Traoré's tire road revolution is more than construction. It's consciousness. It's a message to every African leader. The solutions to our problems lie within our soil, our minds, and our unity. The world may have the money, but Africa has the imagination. And imagination, when combined with determination, is unstoppable. Some call him the builder president. Others call him the new Sankara. But perhaps the truest title is this: the Awakener. For he has awakened the spirit of Burkina Faso. As the sun sets over the golden plains, you can see the shimmer of new roads stretching into the horizon. They look like rivers of light guiding a nation forward. And in that light, you can see the faces of a proud people who have decided that their destiny will no longer be written by others. Traoré's dream is not limited to his own borders. He envisions a future where all African nations are connected, roads that link economies, cultures, and hearts. A continent united not by colonial lines but by collaboration. A new Pan-African network of development, powered by African ideas and African labor. This vision is spreading, across social media, across borders, across generations. The youth see in Traoré a leader who doesn't just talk about revolution, he lives it. They share videos of the new roads, of soldiers building side by side with civilians, of the flags waving proudly. And each post carries the same message: Africa can. The global reaction has been a mix of admiration and disbelief. Environmental organizations praise the project as a groundbreaking model for circular economy practices. Economists marvel at how Burkina Faso achieved such cost efficiency with limited resources. And political analysts admit, perhaps reluctantly, that this small nation has outsmarted the traditional systems of dependency. But for Traoré, the praise matters little. His focus remains on his people. "We are not doing this to impress the world," he once said. "We are doing this because our children deserve better roads, better lives, and a better future." That sentence, simple yet powerful, captures everything. It's not about global headlines. It's about national pride, and that pride is spreading like wildfire. Across Africa, you can feel a shift, a new energy, a new belief. If Burkina Faso can rise, so can we all. The roads made from tires are more than infrastructure. They are a metaphor. They represent resilience, the ability to turn something discarded into something divine. To take what was once seen as waste and make it the foundation of progress. To turn oppression into opportunity. That's the story of Burkina Faso. That's the story of Africa. And so, as we watch these black ribbon roads wind through the savannah, cutting across valleys and mountains, connecting the dreams of millions, one truth becomes clear. Traoré has not just built roads. He has built a legacy of hope, of independence, of courage. A legacy that future generations will walk upon with pride. The world is shocked, yes, but it's a beautiful kind of shock. The kind that forces you to question everything you thought you knew about Africa. Because this time, Africa is not the subject of pity, it's the source of innovation. Under the leadership of Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso has turned its problems into possibilities, its waste into wealth, its roads into symbols of rebirth. The tires that once rolled aimlessly across the earth are now carrying a nation toward its destiny. And somewhere, in the heart of Ouagadougou, as the city lights reflect off the new eco-roads, a young child walks home from school, barefoot but unafraid. He looks down at the smooth path beneath him, smiles, and whispers the new anthem of his generation. We built this. Because indeed they did. With their hands. With their faith.
With their unbreakable spirit. This is the new Burkina Faso, the nation that took discarded tires and built a future strong enough to carry the dreams of an entire continent. And as these roads stretch ever onward,
one message echoes across Africa and beyond. The age of African dependence is ending. The age of African creation has begun. This is not just a road revolution. It is a rebirth, and the world will never look at Burkina Faso the same way again.